What's going on, guys? LittleFire here, and today I'm bringing you a video about player sophistication. If you don't know what player sophistication is, it's basically how our minds take the information that we learn from the media, such as YouTube, and put them in the game. So on YouTube, you'd probably seen like the best guns in Advanced Warfare are the BAL and the ASM-1, and our minds think, oh, we're going to use that so we can be the best player we possibly can. And this is a little follow-up on Drifter's video. If you don't know who Drifter is, I'll leave a link in the description to his channel. But anyways, in his video, he explains how much it's changed between Call of Duty 4 and Call of Duty Advanced Warfare, because the internet has changed so much. It's developed, it's expanded, and people now know statistics about the game, and they will put it on the media to tell everybody. And you've probably seen like lyToday, T Martin, or Drifter post videos on the best guns because they know what the best guns are now. But back in Call of Duty 4, not really anyone knew what there was. They just used simple guns, they just used regular guns and not know that they were statistically not as good, but they still used them because they knew that they could perform well in them. And now in Advanced Warfare, you know that the ASM-1 and BAL, they're just overpowered at the moment. You can still kill people, obviously, but they're just higher class than the rest of the weapons. So you can take a look at that and you wonder, well, why did it change? Because the internet has expanded so much over the past maybe 10 years. And I can remember my first-person shooter that I was playing was called GoldenEye 007 for the Wii. And back then, nobody knew what was the best gun. The only reason I chose the guns that I liked, or that I used, was because my buddy would tell me what guns there were, and what guns were the best ones before I started the game. And now, in Call of Duty, the first time I started playing Black Ops 2, I started using like the Chicom and stuff like that because I didn't know what were the best guns. But then I started looking on YouTube, and sure enough I found T Martin's videos and Drifter's videos explaining that there were better guns than that, and I started using the PDW and stuff like that. And I started performing much better because I had the knowledge that certain guns were statistically not as good as other ones. And in this Call of Duty Advanced Warfare, there's much more player sophistication, like much more than Black Ops 2 or Ghosts, because there's so much more movement, so many more weapons, as in weapon variants, and maybe not a lot of perks, but perks offer something different. They offer something different every single time that you use one. So if you go on YouTube, you're going to see something like, and search something up like best class. It's probably going to be ASM-1 and BAL because they're statistically best overall for any type of engagement. Maybe not the ASM-1 for longer ranges, but the BAL is pretty good at pretty much anything. Close quarters, long range, rate of fire, damage, it's all of that. But in Black Ops 2, there wasn't as much of a fan base, or I shouldn't say fan base, population that would check on YouTube. So I'd see people still using like the pistols that weren't very good, or the assault rifles that were underpowered, because they didn't have the same knowledge as not most of the players, some of the players did, because they checked on media such as YouTube and stuff like that. So the media, YouTube, Twitch, anything like that, provides an advantage for players because they can get the statistics of any gun, any perk, any attachment they want, and see what the best ones are. Like if you're gonna search something up, you want to know what the best is. If you're gonna search a cake up, you want to search up the best cake recipe. If you're gonna search up best spaghetti recipe. If you want to search up Call of Duty guns, best Call of Duty gun, because you want the best that you can. So in Advanced Warfare, they have been putting up some patches lately, such as I think it affected the HBRA3, the TAC-19, and the reason they're putting out these patches because they're seeing on the media that most of the classes that people are using are either with BALs or ASM-1s. Same thing with pro gamers. If you go on MLG.TV, you're gonna see people usually using the ASM-1 or BAL, and they want to even out the weapon playing field. So they want more guns, they want shotguns to be more effective, they want maybe snipers to be more effective in MLG. They want everything to be effective, and not severely underpowered, because they want the best player experience for the players that choose to have a certain play style. They don't want everyone to rush just because they can have the ASM1 class. And really, when you're thinking about it, we're also developing as human beings. We're seeing, our mind's seeing which guns we like best, which our brain is processing what sounds weird, which gun it likes best to perform with. Now, your brain's not actually performing with it. It's just what do you have a better feel for, a shotgun or an assault rifle. It's hard to decide sometimes on certain games, but in Call of Duty, it's pretty relevant that usually submachine guns and assault rifles are overpowered. I mean, not overpowered, they're just a higher class. Because Black Ops 2, MW3, and Ghost, they're mostly just assault rifles and submachine guns. Whereas now, it's might switch up with the new patches because the HBR-A3 has been patched, so it's better. Even though that's still an assault rifle, it's still better than it was. The TAC-19 was patched, and now they're trying to make shotguns more effective. I don't think the Bulldog needs its a patch, though, because it's pretty good. I have the Face Hammer variant, and it's really good. I really like it. Anyways, so when this happens in a game, it's hard to decide if you want to patch something and switch the player's perspective, I guess you could say. And they're just changing how the gameplay works, and some people might like that, some people may not, because I know in Black Ops 2, when they nerfed the PDW and MSMC, people were upset because they were so used to those guns, so they were such a viable option for them that they didn't want to use anything else, but the game forced them to. Right here, I'm going to cut to some Blacklight Retribution gameplay, because in this game, there are a lot of different weapons and a lot of different player perspectives or player sophistications. And it's really cool to see because you have to change your playstyle every time you play the game. And this game is free for PlayStation 4, I believe. And it's really fun. It's an indie game, and there's in-game currency. I don't think it's pay to win, but you can buy some good guns. But as you can see through walls, which really changes the game's gameplay, which can also change which tactics players use to play. I don't know why, but I'm actually pretty good at this game, and this was like my third round ever playing, and I came first, I believe. And it's kind of similar to Call of Duty. It has that Call of Duty feel to it, but the player sophistication is not on a different level. It just feels very different because there's so many different things about it, and this is the same thing with Battlefield and Minecraft and everything. The gameplay will affect the player sophistication. I'm just talking about Call of Duty because it's the most relevant topic to talk about, because there's a lot of player sophistication in it. But in Battlefield, you can have different rate of fires, different types of damage modules, everything like that, and people love that type of video. I mean, I'm subscribed to Level Cap, and he does those types of videos, and it's just enjoyable to know which type of gun you're going to use, because it gives you a slight advantage over the other people. Not saying that it's going to totally make you dominate. See what I did there? It's going to make you just better than other players, and people post tactics videos and stuff like that. But really, it's up to the player to choose if they want to use those tactics or not. You could be a Major League gamer and not use those tactics. It's just player point of view on how they play the game. And it's interesting because in Minecraft, you can either like go directly at someone, go around. I'm not a big Minecraft player, but I've played it and I know that there is player sophistication, and also in the building part of it, people can choose to make a house so many different ways. You can make it with wood, bricks, anything you want. And not to say those games are bad or anything, it's just that the player sophistication feels different because sometimes there isn't enough information to give you that advantage that you want. And really, Call of Duty has changed so much, there have been so many additions to it, that it's just easy to find information on the internet because you know what you're looking for. You know the channels you're going to be looking at. I usually go to Drifter for information. You're going to be looking at certain types of weapons because you like that weapon. Don't just go for the best weapon. Go for the weapon that you like. Just because it's the best statistically overall doesn't mean you can't own with it. I've used lots of guns that are statistically not as good as other ones and killed people a lot because it's just you change the way you play the game when just because you don't have the best gun. You change your tactics. It doesn't matter if you like being a defender. You don't have to use the ASM-1 or BAL in Call of Duty Advanced Warfare. You can use whatever you want. Don't let the media affect on how you play the game. Just take little snippets out of it. Just take the best shotgun. If you're a person that loves shotguns, just take the best shotgun. Just because the ASM-1 is better than maybe the Bulldog at some things doesn't mean you can't change the way you play the game to make it better. And it's just a huge stack of information and information that people take off the internet. Just don't let it affect your gameplay too much. Anyways, this is LittleFire. I hope you enjoyed my content. If you did, a like rating would be much appreciated. Other than that, have an amazing day.
I got it, guys.